For years, I believed strength meant pushing harder. More work, more output, more endurance. When your life is built on momentum, stillness feels unfamiliar, even uncomfortable. But that discomfort is where the truth lives. If I wasn't moving forward, I felt like I was falling behind. Productivity became identity. Rest felt optional. Stillness felt unfamiliar. And when everything around you moves fast enough, you stop noticing the noise. But when it finally gets quiet, you hear what you've been avoiding, and you see what's been there all along. I didn't come here to escape my life. I came here to understand it. For a long time, I thought strength meant carrying everything on my own. But even the strongest systems are built with balance. Movement and recovery. Effort and awareness. Discipline and rest. I had mastered effort. I hadn't mastered stillness. This is the part I understand. Pressure, effort, strain. Numbers don't lie. They don't care who you were. They only respond to what you can sustain. Capacity isn't about reputation. It's about adaptation. For years, I chased higher numbers. Faster, longer, more. But performance without awareness burns out. I used to believe recovery was something you earned. Push hard enough and rest comes later. But the body keeps score. Performance breaks you down. Recovery builds you back, one breath at a time. Not everything you build is visible. Some restoration happens quietly. But beneath the surface, that's it. Healing isn't always comfortable, but discomfort isn't the enemy. Misalignment is. Sometimes, the smallest adjustments create the biggest shifts. Growth doesn't happen in comfort. It happens in exposure. In controlled stress. Not chaos, not ego, control. Adaptation. I'm not here to prove I can endure. I'm here to evolve. Performance isn't just built in the gym. It's built in the quiet decisions. What you fuel, what you absorb, what you put on your body. It all adds up. Strength is precision, and precision requires awareness. Change doesn't start in the gym. It starts in the details. In what you choose to prepare. What you give your body to build with. What you decide to fuel. Because performance isn't trained. It's constructed. Layer by layer. Intentionally. I spent years chasing output. Now I'm choosing alignment. For so long, my body was a machine. A tool for performance. Something to push. To test. But the body isn't meant to be conquered. It's meant to be listened to. Strength isn't about control over the body. It's trust in it. There's a difference between being capable and being aligned. For a long time, I was confused of the two. I thought if I could handle more, I was becoming more. But capacity isn't clarity. We can build endurance and still feel disconnected. You can perform well and still feel off. I wasn't tired from effort. I was tired from imbalance. The body speaks quietly at first, then louder. And eventually, it forces you to listen. This time, I listened early. Not to slow down my life, but to move through it differently. You don't leave a place like this with answers. You leave with awareness. And awareness changes how you enter the room. I used to walk into spaces thinking about what I could accomplish. Now, I walk in asking what deserves my energy. What I consume matters, not just physically. Attention is a form of discipline, so is restraint. Growth doesn't always look dramatic. Sometimes it looks like presence. Not swell, just calm. I used to think strength meant pushing through anything, ignoring the signals my body was trying to send. But strength isn't just power. It's awareness. It's knowing when to release and when to stay grounded. Control became more important than force. Effort was no longer a punishment. It was care. For my body, for my mind, for the life I'm still learning how to live. Not all progress is visible. Some of it happens in stillness, in silence. There's a difference between control and surrender. I've practiced control my entire life. I'm learning how to surrender, trusting the process. Letting the body reset itself. Heat. Cold. Contrast. Adaptation. Resilience isn't forced, it's responsiveness. Discipline isn't loud. It's consistent. It shows up when no one's watching. It refines what's already there. Even now, I adjust. Short, humble, strong. Growth isn't linear. It's layered. Some days I feel strong. Some days I feel heavy. But showing up is the victory. Fatigue isn't failure. It's feedback. The body speaks in effort. I don't train to be unstoppable. I train to be sustainable. To move through life with strength that lasts. I've been chasing the next version of me, pushing, refining, reaching. Turns out, I was already here.